chipping away at those minions so they can keep this freeze for as long as possible and keep the bullying up.
And Vetty, you know what I love about it as well is we get a mid lane gank to pause. Isma flashes in. He's going to get a fear straight away. Good disengage from support, but it might not matter. First blood goes down. Niski capitalizes big, and they're on the board.
Great timing.
For the meantime, but Niski walks down. He's got everything up and available. BDS just hovering, but they're on vision. For now, SK still too strong, still too comfortable. They get both three.
It's not the priority right now. It is going to be these grubs. Keeping my eyes on the minimap to see if BDS is even in a position to contest, and I don't think that they are, but...
They think they are at the very least. I mean, Adam, remember, has to run in with only exhaust. Paranoia comes through. Trisha Bras flies in, but does nothing. But for now, they get them off the zone of grubs as Isma jumps back on in. The equalizer down as well. The Shattering Strike lines them up. The Magnet Storm zones them in. The Petrifying Gaze sets them out, though. BDS have weathered the storm at least for the start of the fight, but the problem is Niski is cleaning up. Bro was looking for his 1000th kill, but he's gone above and beyond as he flashes out and gets out of the back end of the fight. As Ice and Sheo getting chased down by this angry, light-eating monster. No wonder Vetty played it. It cleans house.
SK decimate BDS at those Void Grubs. It was a decent up from Sheo to start, but you just could not stop.
Nothing really to criticize SK for so far. They played a clean early game. Their laning phase has been good. They found a nice gank in mid lane, punishing Nuke's lack of flash. And now Nocturne, when he turns target alongside the Herald, which is going to be massive for opening up this mid tower. We talked about how SK's range is relatively short with the Lucian and the Kai'Sa. To go underneath the tower against the Cassio is a very...
Just going to try and play it slow here, so should win off of gold if this fight goes their way as well.
Luon trying to come in on the flank. Sheo is wary of it. Nuke has the miasma to deny that.
On with the flash available as well, waiting for a Magnet Storm. Irrelevant, just sitting on the back, thinking about that equalizer as well. 3k now as Nature's Grasp is out. Luon flash, Magnet Storm hits nothing! Absolutely nothing! And guess what? Sheo gets a dragon! Luon's gonna die. Zizma on the back end is taken down by Adam, or at least close to it. The three-man knock-up, a BDS team fight! The Petrifying Gaze has us stunned!
It's a phenomenal team fight from BDS. Just like...
There were only a couple of K down coming into the mid-game, that things will be all right. And BDS are only 1,000 gold down now. Sieging mid, opening up, even finding a play with a charm down as well with Luon dying. Paranoia into the backline, but Isma's alone. The equalizer comes afterwards, and now Sheo's getting burnt from the wing, but it's not enough damage. They've run out of range, and they are getting punished. Rahel runs in with a killer instinct, and even though Petrifying Gaze doesn't connect from Nuke, BDS are doing more than enough here in this game one that's turned
killing single targets and trying to force these 5v5s. In this situation, I mean, obviously the Maokai ultimate over the wall, great execution for BDS. To
definitely are, but I mean, maybe shoring... I'd love to hear what communication sounds like. Because again, a relevance ult comes in afterwards, doesn't it? Isma dives in, as you're saying, Betty. And there's a lot to break down from a couple of
I like from SK. I think use the fact you have those early dragons in your favor, but it's always risky giving this many Infernal Dragons over to the enemy team.
They do like stats, especially on that Ezreal, on that Cassiopeia. As you guys were saying, SK gonna isolate top. At least getting the inner turret is a trade, a gold trade at that, but
it's their turn to move into SK side of the jungle, and Isma needs to blast Cone out to safety.
Oof, okay, just in the nick of time.
And it becomes significantly harder for Isma to find these moments to use the ultimate now. You want to be in the lead, so you're the one drawing BDS around the map. And when they group up, what does Isma do? They're just being zoned off.
I like their siege a lot better. Not just because of Maokai, but again, I guess
they see nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, Luon will be first to charge in. Now the blue ward's there. Paranoia, as you said so rightfully, Dagda turns off the lights. Snake Scrap zones out again. He's trying to fly on in, looking at the steal, but he's rooted midway. Ain't no steal with a smite in play as BDS lock it down, but Nuke already dying. Shows that SK might have something in the fight, but they're poked out. The range too much, and SK... they have to get out before they stay in the way of Ice.
They execute the dive by getting the kill onto Nuke, which is a good way to start the fight, but they can't continue it. The Baron has been lost. Ice has a lot of safety and protection and has a lot of HP, which means that SK, with all of their tools now used, will be happy with a kill, but ultimately the Baron dropping means another tower falls.
And especially with a minute until Dragon, you get to reset. Use that Baron buff as BDS to push in waves and deny...
this objective. Again, it's kind of BDS's playground here. SK need to find that pick.
If SK lose this fight, that could be game.
Boy.
BDS can just run down mid.
Noxious Blast slows it down. Paranoia there as well. Trisha Brush misses this time as Luan gets a Shattering Strike, but the Nature's Grasp again tries to find a target, but it's enough to zone away. The power of Maokai, ladies and gentlemen, is again shown.
Yeah, it was so risky for SK because if they actually lose this fight, there's a wave in mid, BDS can run it down and in, but now Niski might be
Twisted
dead.
Advance is a lock on. He's charmed up easy again. Equalizer turns it around though as BDS start burning down, but not before they get the kill. Rahel has to flash away because Ice is turning and burning his own. That feels like a real rumble as Adam gets soloed. How? What? Cassante again.
And that's three members. Three members only end up dropping, but that's going to be enough with the Baron, and BDS is back. They set their sights on the base, and they're looking to secure game one.
What a turn of events. I mean, it's been a strange game, hasn't it? Because SK's dominance in the early game, we were talking them up for the first 15 minutes, but all it took was a classic BDS fight, a classic BDS turn. Knowing their comp well, and I think, again, playing their comp damn well, too, as SK getting aggressed on for their Nexus turrets. I'm not sure if it's going to end here, but at least with mid turret being harassed, too. They'll have double inhibitor down. Irrelevant and Rahel will respawn, but this game feels very much in the bin, much like it has for the past 15.
Because all you have to do as BDS now is 5-man top. Sheo ults the tower.
You know, all casters have their lovely picnic party and we sit down and we talk about the teams. We're talking about SK and their individuality, right? Their strength. This comp reflects that really well, I think. And again, plays into the strength that Niski, Irrelevant, have in their laning phase. Rahel and Luan have brought to the team. We've got that individuality, but it is, again, just the burden of execution and the mistake that has really punished them at the start of this series.
But that's the thing, it's been the coordination that has had SK struggle, and now it feels very much like it doesn't matter what LFL team it is, Karmine Core, or if it's BDS, they're going to struggle to close out when they get these early leads.
Jack, I don't know if they'll like you for that. They are Swiss as we go for Luan on the backside, and there's a good lockdown at least set up this time, but who's going to get on in? Rahel's exhausted immediately in BDS. It just feels like there's not enough damage to contend with them right now. Irrelevant burns, cooks, but that guy's going in the bin. You do not eat burnt toast, and BDS know it. Game one's going to end with a triple kill going over to Ice. And it might not be the hyper carry, but I still see a true carry on the 80 carry once again for BDS in game one.
Ice looks spectacular. BDS having a phenomenal comeback fight, and they will take game number one from
And if
SK.
you never want to miss a game, or at least you never want to miss a game because Santander is here to reward you. You can head over to santandergaming.com to win weekly and monthly rewards like Niski here, who's about to die.
Again?
He should have gone to the website. Use the code LEGEND15, Niski. Phosphorus Bomb, auto attack. It's first blood over to BDS. Thank you, Santander.
But this time,
It should be enough. The wave just out of range of the turret to start things off. Nuke waiting, there it is anyway. Phosphorus Bomb out of range, the Valkyrie in, and Nuke with a couple of autos. Sheo tanks it up, Nuke with one more. Isma, flash buckler, come on! A flash poppy slap, and Isma gets the trade.
Ends up being a 1-for-1. Niski's going to be able to TP back into lane, so not the biggest.
You know, when I heard that stat getting into game, the first Cassiopeia top, that's crazy. No, I mean, we have seen Cassio top like what? Season 4, Season 5 as Smolder mid. It's only recent. Niski has to get away and he flaps again, but BDS
Revenge, he steals away the reds and now makes his way towards the Krugs. Isma will realize that all of his camps have been stolen. Irrelevant, is he in danger of a dive here? You can see that the matchup is starting to go very favorably.
Good damage from Sheo, or rather on the other end, but Irrelevant gets tagged up with the ult and trying to get out of the turret ranges. Adam at half HP, he's burning down though, and Petrifying Gaze looked away from BDS. Don't have the health bars, but Adam turns it onto Isma. He's got a Twin Fang up as Flash for Flash now grounded for the time being, and another Noxious Blast. Remember, movement speed gained, and as Adam runs away, we look off map to see that Niski just got bonked. I think that was a global arrow.
I mean, yeah, Niski ends up dying in the mid lane. I mean, the assist coming in from Ice does suggest that the arrow connected.
Start here on the Smolder. And we talk about the scaling element, but it is so far delayed at this point. And for BDS, it's not just mid, is it? Gents, it's also top with Irrelevant now in a bit of trouble as well. He's going to get flailed up, Arctic Assault and permafrosted down. And Adam is just Fang after Fang after Fang. Feels like I'm watching Naruto in the early stages again. Man, Tail Adam galore. Some boots, a tome. That's about it.
The ring is he found behind a dresser somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. I can sell this. I could use it probably as knockup comes through. We get the keeper's verdict out as Sheo has to flash out and True Shot Rush still connects on the back end, but you can see Ice's damage with the arrow delaying onto Luon as well. They might lose their jungler, but what else comes with it? Isma's a little bit low, looking for the re-engage. The Zenith Blade flashed away from. Labrov gets out now with no summoners as Ice steps on up ambitiously, but rightly so. SK find themselves a kill at the end of the day.
Nice job to lean on Rahel and Luon there. Good engage coming through from Luon to set things up.
I think you're right.
I guess the saving grace is Cassio doesn't have an easy time of getting on top of... Oh.
Soul Flare up and available. Yes, it is. I mean, here comes the Dragon as well, but Nuke's AoE damage pulls them back a bit. Sheo takes a while to die. There's Mum! But Sheo walking away. One more auto. It's not until Isma gets the buckler flying. Nuke can't stop that one, and SK with another big kill. It goes to the Poppy, but it's still gold in their back pocket.
But it's with SK now having positioning up towards
to where we are on the bot side, gents, because Ice and Rahel, both very fed in this game, both with a nice warm start. And I think when you think about both of these rosters, their 80 carries are so integral to how their success has been throughout the year.
And for Rahel, it has definitely been a, hey, I'm coming alive in the early stages.
Downside is that he did sacrifice a decent number of plates. You can see only 2 remaining on the bot side, and Rahel...
He's deep. He has to press E. Straight away, the flash comes out as well. To Luon, he wants a hand, but Ice won't let him get away. No, no, no. A kill over to the 80 carry. When we're talking about the matchup, it's big as Adam might be caught out. He has to flash away. Isma with his kills big, but Petrifying Gaze buys him time, but not enough. Irrelevant looking to burn him down, but can he give the kill over? Isma has to take it away. That's a shutdown again to the Poppy, who is the carry now.
Nearly able to turn it around, but Isma manages to get the kill. Still, though, Nuke on this bottom side will now finish off that tower. You've got a lot of members of BDS in the mid lane as well. They're going to finish off that mid lane structure.
Turrets.
Ice.
Flash burn as well. Mum comes through. There's a lockdown with a Glacial Fissure in the back end, and Niski now has to play a bit of front to back, but Labrov is isolated, and so is Sheo. But look who's just rocked up. Ice is here again, and he deals mean damage even with the static shiv. And BDS, you know, I'm talking about these push and pull of trades, but BDS, the gold value is 4,000 in their lead with Double Dragon as well. I mean, this game, they're playing the map so well.
Individual mistakes from SK are allowing BDS to just snowball the map.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, so a lot of this is a result of SK
just like
return
that,
right, within a minute's time. And as Dagda said, the Herald to boot just means that you have a few options with what you can do. Now, Labrov is quite isolated.
His ulti is available, though. I mean, he's trying to buy time, it looks like. Is he going to pop it? No. I've got to zoom in, don't know. Maybe I need glasses, Jensen.
He does, but
I think he just chose not to waste it.
Don't know why he was there.
As I use that word, a trade itself, but in a turret, opened up. SK again, showing members. You know, Vetty, you were just talking about this. They commit. They show how many members are committing to the play as well, and BDS on the other side of the map are making their own play.
BDS is a very traditional 2-lane team where they like to do the full 1 split. And
what about this? Is this traditional for you?
I mean, it's an easy pick. I think Irrelevant with no flash.
I think Irrelevant's getting split.
That's tradition in my town. Well,
I mean, that's just a great utilization
here
of the
where SK can't even walk into the river right now out of fear of death, and that's just going to be sole point. SK coming late to the party.
Yeah, they can't really get in. Labrov's playing bouncer here. Does get a decent amount of damage with the Ezreal ults, but Irrelevant off the side. BDS maybe biting off a bit more than they can chew here.
Sheo ultis into Isma, the arrow on the back end. There's multiple targets. Isma, though, separates 2, but Adam has already killed Luon. Adam might be low. That could change things here. Petrifying Gaze was a bit of a whiff, and I think Medusa needs to adjust the angle. As BDS hover yet again, thinking on the outskirts of the fight, but SK already too far away, and the Dragon's done. Luon's dead. That's still a BDS win.
Look at how confident BDS are, though. When you look at SK, they just feel so weak right now at this point in the game. And so that BDS just say, you know what, we'll just fight. We have easy engage tools. We can start the fights whenever we want.
Is that SK just haven't really been setting up for him to have these big moments, right?
That's very fair,
like the team fight, Luon whiffs the Rel ult on the last one. Luon whiffs the ultimate here. Irrelevant can't really get the ultimate he needs, and he's had some decent ultimates like now.
Isma with all the gold, by the way, and the tanky stats is just going to die. Luon, again, as you said, not a great showing. A double kill picked up instantly, and here's Labrov into the back line. He headbutt pulverized and sets it up to dunk it down. BDS with 3, and SK are once again on the ground.
They tested BDS, and I feel like BDS passed with flying colors. Isma gets absolutely destroyed on the front line, and it leaves open this Baron for BDS is taking.
Well, Irrelevant would show that he is still a good top laner. What Dagda was saying, if he can 2v5 here, but on the back end, Lebrov is zoning out and Baron's gone, even with the bars blinking in fate. Irrelevant and Niski can't do anything to stop it. Baron goes
for, you know, and I think that this Sejuani Maokai priority from BDS has just worked wonders for them, especially once you enter this mid game where SK seems committed to try and fight BDS around these neutrals. So BDS, they secure the tier 2 in mids, they set their sights on the tier 2 in bots, and they're looking to bring themselves to 2-0 in this series.
Going to continue. I mean, Sheo's right in behind them here. SK are completely split.
Solar Flare used onto Adam. It sets up with the equalizer. At least this time it lands. But as you said, SK in 2 different places. BDS, you could say the same as Adam has to flashback, but the reposition is just fine. He hits Conqueror and new kid's range. Well,
you pointed at me and I didn't. Yeah.
It's frustrating as reaching out to Vedius the other day. There's BDS. I mean, look, again, limiting the options of what SK can do. Stunned, grounded, please let me move.
He's trying to stay out of range of the E, and believe it or not, it worked, which is the craziest thing.
Yeah. It was like a small pixel against that wall that was, I guess that made it work. Rahel kites back as well. Nuke's damage not to be frothed at, or rather frowned at. He's definitely frothing. He's 3 items, and man, that's like a cappuccino if I've ever seen one. BDS push in through bot, and this series that we were hyping up, this series that we thought could be massive, is falling on its head. Game 1, a throwaway from SK. Game 2, an outplay, an early first blood, and BDS running the map.
And I'm hoping that we do get to see more. I'm hoping that what looks to be a clean end for BDS will give SK the opportunity to rethink.
Well, he's dead. Dagda, your turn.
But I do think it's nice to see a step back up from BDS, because there was a lot of question marks in summer playoffs, but it looks like the time off has done them well, kind of got themselves back onto the horse. The team fighting has been clean, the objective setup has been significantly better, they're not getting caught out overextended in side lanes. This feels like a step back towards the form we expected of BDS in summer.
It's like going to a 10-year-old's birthday party. All smiles here, that's what BDS are, right? There's a jumping castle, you get cake, you get food, everyone's happy, no one can complain. That's the situation of BDS right now. SK is like, I don't know, you're not invited to the party, Dagda. That's all I've got on the other side. But it's not you personally, because I would always invite you. As the arrow flies through, Niski tagged out in the back end, and again, Petrifying Gaze just locks him in place. He can't do anything. Zenith Blade was dodged by Adam, who is slithering his way through the fight. Yes, he's poked out. Yes, he's close to dying, but the Archangels shields him up. BDS getting low, but Adam's ready to TP and go, go, go. SK, what have you got for the rest of this series? Because our first place team in the regular season of summer is getting destroyed, pulled apart, torn to pieces, and BDS on a run, ready to face the winner of GX and G2. That's how this series feels, as we got a match point with a very unlocked BDS.
They're gonna have some fun with SK. Sheo just looks at them menacingly. He can just... Ooh.
Okay, he's just here. He's walking up. He just took it. Nuke just got a kill on the back end. Rahel gets knocked. What? SK just let Sheo walk up. And just like that, the game is... That is causing issues here, because SK may be defeated by KC is where it started, as Adam dodges away. It's a good little glacial opening, but you can see the electricity comes down. 2 members now going to bring it on, as Adam at least drops and SK get 1, but Sheo hovering again, the sapling to zone out, and Irrelevant doing Cassante things, while Isma does survive.
Thank you.
Yeah. Some shouting on stage. Rocket. Whoa! Okay, well...
Nice!
That felt a lot stronger.
Anyway, close to 4 grubs in this game. And the ulti to interrupt the back. Nicely done there from Ice.
It is leverage. Herald started off for them, and BDS are now coming in second fiddle.
They did get the push. TP in behind.
Yeah, that TP behind is what I'm looking at. Sheo jumps on in, and he steals it again! Just walked up. Bro loves going in for a quick take, as Niski just dies at the back end. Irrelevant isolated. SK in these team fights. They're like the John Travolta meme. What is happening? Nuke gonna get exhausted. He has to flash away, and irrelevant to his credit, he's trying to make something work this game, but Adam cleans him up on the end, and no team fight for SK seems it could go right.
Ice the entire time that fight was happening, and then Ice is just able to join the rest of his team. As from SK, so Nuke is now to get on towards the bottom side. You already had Ice who was pushing in the mid lane as well, so SK have to try and stop that.
As well, it's just so low. Ice is going to secure it, and it's just a repeat of what we saw.
Dies. SK tried desperately again to make a play into the top side, but Lebrov in position to cover. Nuke could TP if he wants to, but I think BDS
I mean, Adam, great sidestep in the meantime, though, and he's waiting for the slicing Maelstrom, pops it, but there won't be enough only to buy time. He shuts down, or rather, Rahel gets it. Lebrov now isolated while Dragon goes down, and he tries to buy time too, but with the Herald out, he's going to make an escape and get on out of there.
Go on, my son.
And they're even going to try and dive bot. Niski gets zoned away. Lebrov is on a magical journey, but he ain't playing bard. He navigates that wall too.
But the tower aggro, they ran out of minions. And so Irrelevant actually ends up getting killed by Lebrov as well. He brings it mid, they secure another tower.
It gets the charge back.
Wait.
He's going again!
Oh my goodness!
It's a disaster.
Their issues, but unfortunately they just haven't been able to.
It has been that mid game where they struggle, but Lebrov might struggle here as well.
Yeah, he might indeed. He pops the ulti. Nature's Grass comes out, but look at the angle on it as well. Cleanse has to be burned immediately. This turn is looking dangerous as Isma gives an excitement over to Ice, and Range starts playing SK back away, and Lebrov is just...
Adam.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Well, I mean, a hero play from SK is what I'm looking at, because Niski needs to get in there with a flash Emperor's Divide. Health bar's going down, but you said it. Adam now spotted out on a ward, but his angle is just as... Lebrov is also coming in. Now onto BDS. There's the knockup for Rahel and Luon. It's great, but Adam shocks him in ore again, but in the pinch out. He's just trying to take the Baron. He eventually knocks it down, fails his flash. And for SK, I mean, that's still as breath of a light as you can get at this point in the game.
BDS complete.
There is still a huge wallet diff, but a small glimmer of hope.
Flash headbutt pulverize. Niski gets a wild growth, but flashes over the wall. But Nature's Grasp again zones them out, and look, they get a free target onto Isma. His team was locked in place. Irrelevant running for his life as the rest of SK are now getting collapsed on. And when we saw a fumble around Baron, BDS weren't going to give any more free skin over to SK. The rocket lines them up. Adam sends them out, and the Zap threatens him through. A new bot lane from Korea. Ain't enough for Ice and Lebrov, who've been doing it better since the start of the year. Ice cleans it up with Adam on the back end, and BDS ain't got time for this series anymore.
A Proto Bell pop shot from Adam sets up Ice for the chase down, and as cool as Ice, BDS will finish out this series. It has been a stomp from BDS.
And with one swift move, BDS to clean up the Nexus turret. The death timers are still too low, but it still feels like this game...
Relevant was spotted.
He's trying to find a flank, but who's collapsing on who?
I mean, Lebrov is searching for him. Show's going to find him first, and the rest of SK are going to have to come to the play because Irrelevant's got no way out, no way in, and Ice on the back end as well starts zoning them off. You can see, excuse me, this ain't a squishy Cassante. Nature's Grasp for the rest of them. Nuke is going to take him down, and Adam on the back end pummels him into the ground. Getting excited is Ice as Isma gets tagged off the back end, and BDS, they're just taking free kills at this point. They see $5 on the ground, they pick it up. Another 10, it keeps lining up. Their luck will continue to thrive as the TP in, the flash out for the culling. Rahel at 1 HP, gives the final nail in. SK, it's a disappointing end to the year. And as soon as they debut in season finals, their road is cut in an instant. But BDS are paving their way brick by brick.